Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm cooking y'all a beef noodle soup. It's very popular in New Orleans and we call it Yakamein, but some call it Yakamein, or it's just like a beef noodle soup, and it's so delicious. So I had already started browning my beef chunks. This is about 1.5 pounds of beef chunks, and I already put them in here to start browning. I already cut up my onion and my garlic, so I'm starting early today, y'all. I'm off today, so I figured that I wanted something like soup, you know. I was supposed to initially do a beef noodle soup, beef vegetable soup, and so yeah, and then I thought about it and I said, well, I'm gonna do me some yakky meat today. And if you're from down south, you know about this dish. So it's basically just tenderizing your meat. Some use pork chops and different cuts of meat, so it's totally up to you. So I have my beef in here and it's starting to turn brown. Happy fall, y'all. I'm gonna add a little olive oil in here. Happy fall. Now you don't have to cook this when it's cold outside. You can cook this any time of the year. Any time of the year. Like gumbo, I cook it whenever I have a taste for it. So what I'm going to do is take my onion. I had 1 whole onion and 1 garlic. I mean about a few garlic cloves, and I'm going to just drop it on in there. You serve it over some spaghetti. You boil your eggs and chop some green onion up. And it is so delicious. It's a very rich broth. Very rich. Very rich, and it's so delicious. I like to eat mine with crackers. If you know, you know. I have me some beef stock, some Swanson beef stock I'm going to add in there. Because it takes the meat at least about 1.5 hours to tenderize. And these are very small chunks, so I would say about 1 hour and a half that, to be tender. So that's 132 ounce of your Swanson beef broth. I used to do pork chops and use pork chops, especially with the bone that's in the pork chop. Gives it a, the broth of, a much better flavor. But we don't eat pork no more, so we eliminated the pork chops. So that's 232 ounces of the Swanson beef stock. And I'm going to go in with some water because it's going to be boiling for a while. So you definitely want to watch your liquid to make sure it stays with liquid, because the soup is supposed to have liquid in it. You can add shrimp, most of the recipes I make are customizable, where you could beef it up and add, add or take away. It's totally up to you. I'm going to add 1 more. Y'all have to try it. It's so delicious. I've been in here decorating for the fall. So I have pumpkins and fall leaves everywhere. So this should be enough broth on it. But I'm definitely going to keep checking it. Add some water to it. Yep, I've been in a decorating mood, so I've been decorating my home for the fall. I'm gathering a few spices, y'all. So give me a second. I added some fresh garlic, but I'm also going to add some garlic powder. I have one open already. Add some garlic powder. I'm going to add some black pepper. How's everybody been doing? And I also want to say that I'm praying for Florida and everybody that's in the path of the hurricane that's currently going to hit Florida in the next couple of days. Oh my gosh, my heart definitely goes out to them. You know, that's why I'm here in Salt Lake City right now from Hurricane Katrina that hit in '05. That displaced me, and I was sent here, and I've been here ever since. So I definitely want to keep Florida in my prayers and every state thereafter that it hits. Some onion powder. It's nothing nice after a hurricane, and that one's supposed to hit at a category 5. Oh my gosh. That is strong. I know the feeling. And it's not a good feeling. So I went in with some onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and the next thing that I'm going in with is some seasoning soy sauce. This what sets it off, y'all. You gotta have this for your Yakamein. This is definitely what sets it off. That's why I'm gonna hold off on the salt and taste it after a while, after all the flavors done start bubbling, and you know, I'll season it last if I have to add a little salt, but usually I don't, because this soy sauce has a lot of sodium, and that chicken broth does too. So, ooh, it smells good already. This soy sauce is the sauce I use for my fried rice. So yeah, the regular one out the stove, the Yakamein, that don't do it, y'all. I'm telling you, you try this kind from your local Asian market, or maybe your Winn-Dixie's or Kruger's might have it. But this right here is what sets your rice off in your noodles, if you're making Chinese noodles. So I didn't have that much in here, so I'll save the rest if I need to add it later. And I'm going to just give it a quick toss. It smells so good. So we just basically waiting on this beef to tenderize. And I'll boil my noodles and eggs on the side. Smells so good. I'm going to taste it and see where we at with it. Because you definitely want your broth flavorful. You don't want no unflavorful broth, if you know what I mean. I'm going to just go ahead in and add my salt now. Not too much, just a little. This was the little I had left in one. I have another one. So I'm going to just add that little bit. And I'm going to go in with a little more black pepper. And one more thing I want to go in with. Let me see, where is it? Let me know what state you're watching from. Me, myself, I think all of my followers know I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm in the kitchen with Toya. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, but I've been in Salt Lake City 19 years due to Hurricane Katrina. So I have 3 boys. One is 20, one 15, and one is 13. That definitely keeps me busy. What I'm doing right now is on the side chopping a little fresh parsley up. But yeah, you serve this over some noodles with your boiled egg cut in half with some sprinkle of green onion. And baby, you got it going on. When my baby come home today, we're gonna do some fall cookies today, some Halloween cookies he wanna do. So we'll do those when he come home. He say, Mama, don't do them while I'm at school. Wait till I come home. So I'm gonna wait till he come home so we could do our Halloween cookies. We just doing some early to see how they come out, and it's like original chocolate chip. It's what I'm trying to say is homemade chocolate chips. The cookies are gonna be homemade, and so yeah, he wants me to wait till he come home to make them. So I'll wait till he come home. So yeah, right now this is all you need to do, and you're gonna let this simmer down and put the lid on it and let this boil for about After 1 hour, I'm going to check it because, as you can see, the beef chunks is not too big. So it's not going to take that long. Smelling good. I'm getting it out the way way early. This is my off day. I'm going to take today and do my hair and give myself a manicure and pedicure. So this is my day. Alright. I'm going to let that simmer. Get my top. Put the lid on it. And I'll come back, y'all, and see y'all in a second. I wanted to show y'all something else too, because the last thing I'm going to add in there is just these few little drops of Worcestershire sauce. You don't need much, just a little bit. I just looked in the cabinet and said, what I'm forgetting? So I forgot the Worcestershire sauce. It hasn't started coming to a boil yet. I'm going to leave it alone. But it's definitely smelling good. Now you don't have to use the seasonings I use. You could use whatever kind of seasoning you use to season your meat with. But you definitely want to use beef broth. And you definitely want to have some soy sauce for this broth. Now I'll be back for real, y'all. Once your meat gets to a rolling boil, there's nothing else for you to do with the meat but let it boil and get tender. Then I put on my pot of noodles, spaghetti noodles, and boil my eggs. So by the time the noodles are done, the eggs will be done and everything will be ready, and I'll show y'all how I put it together. So this, y'all, is how it look when it's done. You have your noodles and you put some broth and some of your beef chunks. I also add a boiled egg that I cut in half, like that, and some green onion. The last thing to add to it, y'all, before I eat, is some Crystal's Louisiana hot sauce. And that's my dinner. Make sure y'all give it a try. It's delicious. It's easy. And so good. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Tune in, y'all. I want to show y'all how I make a delicious, addictive fall treat.
Except for we're not in the kitchen, we're out in the streets of Utah. I am Latoya.